Hello everyone, long time no see. Really haven't had anything super interesting to make videos on, but an idea just came to my head, really about units and their specialities now. Modern units especially. I'm just only going to talk about modern units because 7.2s are just crap now. So modern units, as we can see, if we click on my helicopter here, we can click on here, and we see counters main battle tanks countered by light tanks. So these counters and countered by are so much more important now that modern units are out. So I am going to be if my helicopter is the same power as a light tank, the light tank's going to win. If my helicopter's the same power as a main battle tank, my main battle tank's going to win. That all comes down to, say, let's look at my army. So I have my helicopter and I've got 3 placeholder units, so that's 4 total. 5 and 6 with my planes, so I get a 18% boost on here. If the enemies don't have that 18% boost, then maybe I win, right? But all things considered, if my helicopter and the enemies light tank are the same power, their light tanks are going to win. So these counters are so much more important now. We just have to realise that before telling, before complaining, oh right, helicopters are OP, oh my main battle tank just dies to helicopters, oh light tanks are useless now, and all of that one. The main thing is these counters. My helicopter's going to shred main battle tanks because that's their job, right? It's literally their job to basically ravage through main battle tanks and super heavy groups. Like, these helicopters designed to kill these beefy units, whereas light tanks, they're known to be fast, mobile, and they're going to take down helicopters quick. Artillery, the same. They're going to take down basically everything, right? Same power artillery. If a light tank gets up close to them, yes, they're going to die, but if they're allowed to shoot from a distance, especially with Antonino and Flame, they're going to kill everything. I mean, it's as simple as that, and these counters just matter so much more. Maybe back in 7.2s they didn't matter because light tanks could just kill everything. Medium tanks were so-so. Super heavies were, pretty OP. But now these specialities just mean so much more, and it's the same with. If we go into, it's not on here. If we go back, if I go in my base, if we go into, that's the wrong one. If we go into the manual, modern units manual, right? So if I click on helicopters in here, you can see helicopters. We see the camp bonus. So mortars are going to have higher penetration than other camps. I don't know if we can see. I wasn't looking. See pen depth 301mm. So if we go all the way to 9.2, 491mm, right? If we go into Liberty helicopters and we go to 9.2, 468, right? Okay. So let's look at this again. 9.2, 491 and 468, right? So basically 30mm extra pen depth. But my Liberty helicopter highest speed. So if we look at the troop speed, base speed is 56. And if we go into the Martyrs one, 9.2, you see it's 48. Right, so almost 10 kilometer. I can't say it for some reason, but you know what I mean. So 10 difference there. Vanguard helicopters, we go down, and they are known for firepower, right? So 2.05 million firepower. Helicopters 1.88. So again, that's about a 200k firepower difference just on the base unit. So not only do these counters matter, these camp bonuses matter. So the more you upgrade, the more difference there are between the camps. So you have to keep this in mind. The Liberty ones are very, very fast. So they're more nimble. They can get into fights quicker. They can get out of fights quicker. You know, they can get away from units chasing them. Of course, there's some degree of parts. You know, if someone has a gold engine in the helicopter, if someone has a gold plus engine in their main battle tank, maybe they go at the same speed, right? Or even better if I have a gold one in my Liberty one, but the Martyrs one has a gold plus, maybe they go the same speed, right? So there's kind of some leeway in the parts, but in general, off the base unit, these camp bonuses matter. These camp bonuses matter a lot. 7.2, they did not matter basically at all, but at 9.2, these counters and camp bonuses matter the most. So if we're going to select a unit, we have to understand that these camp bonuses, you want to pick the best camp for the unit you want. For example, I also have a main battle tank that I use Vanguard. Right, so it's an all-rounder camp bonus, so I get rapid production, firepower, and armor reinforcement. So that's 3 bonuses compared to, say, the Martyrs one, which just has, you know, higher HP, and the repair bonus. So what does the Liberty one grant? Rapid production and speed. So really, speed does not really matter on a main battle tank. You know, lights go faster, helicopters go faster, but you see the Vanguard one has 3 of these bonuses, whereas, you know, the Liberty one doesn't have that good of a camp bonus compared to the other 2, right? So it's selecting the right camp for the right unit and taking advantage of these now strength and also avoiding the weaknesses. So in a helicopter, I'm going to avoid light tanks because they're going to shred me, but I'm going to go for main battle tanks because I shred them, right? Main battle tanks, what do they counter? If we go into here, counters light tanks. So with a main battle tank, I'm going to go after light tanks. You know, I'm going to go after the bases because I get the siege, you know, the siege bonus. As a helicopter, you don't really want to be touching bases. 1, you're not tanky, and 2, you don't have this bonus. Obviously, if there's an army group already attacking, you know, you can join in for the extra damage, get things done quicker, but it's not going to do the same job as a main battle tank, right? So you have to look at the roles of the units and use them accordingly. It's as simple as that. You can't be complaining, oh, main battle tanks are so weak because helicopters are OP, you know, helicopters are OP, this is OP, OP, you know, nerf it because it's OP. Well, you can't just run straight into a helicopter with a main battle tank and expect to win. That's the point I'm getting out of it. Infantry, they've had a nice buff. So you see countered by rocket launcher and howitzers. We all know howitzers, rocket launchers, basically one-shot infantry, right? It's as simple as just don't engage near artillery. You know, if you have a rocket launcher, look for the infantry. You know, quickly shoot them with the 2 seconds reload, and you're gonna get kills. But you know, if you have infantry, tanks, lovely, set up and hit some tanks, but run away from artillery. It's quite simple concept. These counters matter now, and these camp bonuses matter now. So just keep aware of these while fighting, and you're going to be set, basically. No complaints. Just play to your strength, and don't play to your weaknesses. Enjoy.